My name is Arvind Kala and I live in Delhi. In one respect, India is very different from countries of Europe. Europe has old people, but they have young leaders. India has young people, but we have old leaders. I remember 8 years ago when Mr. Modi came to power, India marveled at how young he was, 63. And Modi himself, of course, thought he was a lovable youngster. But 63 is pretty old for a prime minister in Western countries or anywhere where whites live. New Zealand's prime minister was only 37 when she was sworn in. Macron, the French guy, is 40. Tony Blair and Cameron and Kennedy and all these people were 43, 44, 44. I think we thought Modi was young because his predecessor, Manmohan Singh, was 72 when he became Prime Minister, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee was 75 and Morarji Desai was 81 when they became. So we thought Modi was pretty young. But no, he's pretty old. And here talking about age of countries, the median age of India is only 29. We are a very young country, which means half the population of India is below 29 and half is above 29. The median age in Britain is 40, in Japan and Germany is 47. So those are old societies. So they have the good sense to know that the future lies with the young. So they go in for young leaders. But so why do India's young people go for old leaders? Well, I have a feeling, it's a mystery, but I have a feeling that these youngsters here, they have no job, no money, nothing. They're so frustrated. They say, let's elect these old leaders, at least we'll get the joy of seeing them pass away. Of course, once all these prime ministers get to their chair, they don't pass away. In fact, it's the youngsters who pass away because they commit suicide, they can't do anything. So that is the reality. But India's it has very, very bad consequences. India's, it's a country ruled by old men, Gehlot and Kamal Nath and this fellow and that fellow, all old people, 94-year-old Badal trying to become this thing. So that sort of thing. And it has very bad consequences. I'll give you an example, on a personal note. Once I see that teen sex is rampant in India. Now, how do I know? I'll tell you. I used to travel the metro and I used to see 16, 15-year-old boys and girls wrapped around each other and twined. And their body language told me that they were engaging in regular sex. They were just wrapped around each other. And how could I see that? Because I used to wear these opaque dark glasses and all those people didn't realize that, my darting eyes were seeing all that was happening. So that's what it is. Teen sex is rampant all over. But here, you know what the age of consent for a girl is? It's 18. Meaning if a 17-year-old boy or a girl are engaging in sex, that's an illegal act and the guy can be prosecuted and jailed. But do you know what the age of consent in Italy, etc. is? It's 14 and 15, even 13 in Japan. So all those intelligent societies know that they're raging hormones among teenagers and you cannot stop them from having sex because it's trying to stop a tsunami or trying to stop an earthquake. Now those guys know that. But here, the fellows don't know it. Now, Modi, etc., what do they know about in sex? They have no idea, and they're talking about how Ravan, Hanuman rescued Sita from Ravan's clutches, and Ravan burnt this guy's tail, and he burnt Sri Lanka. Modi, etc., all these prime ministers, they're talking stuff that nobody connects to. And that is how it is. And talking about sex in India, the youngsters, you look at TikTok and you see hot females, dancing sinuously like Helen used to do at an earlier age, whatever, sinuously, and they're hot and panting, and one look at them and you know that all they want to do is to get into somebody's pants. This is the reality that our old leaders just don't see. Well, friends, I'm so fed up with this one country. I want to run off to Burundi or something, any loser country which will have me, and I'll name myself Burundo, Gomo or something, but pretty push off from India. Well, friends, I'll get going. Send this video to everybody, and if somebody doesn't like my video, just beat him up. All right? Okay. See you later, alligator.